Welcome to the madness, everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to get every item you need for the trophy display project. I'm going to put time codes in this video so you can skip ahead to whichever stage you're on. Some of these were a little hard to find. Most of it was pretty easy. I was able to get this whole thing done in 2 days, but that's because I was blessed with a cold and couldn't really do anything but play Accelerators. A lot of this stuff's pretty easy to find, but some of the things they're asking for are a little annoying to harvest. The first stage is called Roaming Threats. First thing you need is Rusted Bolts. I was able to find these on Stella Montis pretty easy. You could probably find them in just about any map. I was able to find these either in those big cargo containers in the loading bay, or these tool drawers in assembly. Next thing you need is pop triggers. This is pretty easy to find. You just shoot a bunch of pops. Again, Stella's probably the best place for that. Damn Battlegrounds has a lot of pops too. Stella Montis is probably your best bet just because they're everywhere.
Move this way, bitch.
Yo, I can get you up. I can get you up. Come to me, I can get you up.
I'm just gonna move towards the west.
Next up is 15 tick pods. Again, Stella is probably your best bet because there's ticks everywhere, especially if you go to the seed vault. They're all over that place. The last one is Surveyor Vaults. This one was a pain in the ass for me because the only real way to get Surveyor Vaults is either to track down the surveyors and then kill those, which takes a while, or you can loot a bunch of arc couriers, which arc couriers are spread throughout almost every map. The best place would probably be Damn Battlegrounds or Spaceport or Blue Gate. I would definitely recommend waiting for an electric storm. The rewards for step 1 are 10 mod components, 3 power rods, 10 raider tokens, and 1 light gun parts. Alright, on to step 2. The first one is probably the hardest one. That's 10 spotter relays. There's a couple ways to do this, but the best way is to find a bastion and just farm the spotters. After you destroy them, they respawn after like a minute. I think it's a minute. If it's not a minute, someone correct me in the comments. I think it's a minute. And they're guaranteed to drop one. So that's, for my money, that's the best way to do that. It's me again, bitch.
Not that bad. you just asked for that.
Best places to do this would be either Blue Gate or Buried City. I had better luck in Buried City because Buried City is just a smaller map and there's a little bit less threats. Next thing we need is 3 expired respirators. Hands down, the best place to do this is Stella Montis, like easily. I ran in, this took me like, I think only 2 raids. The first time I got 1 and then someone shot me in the back, but the second time I ran in, I got all 3. In 1 raid. They're all over medical. Yeah, I would highly recommend just loading into Stella Montis and just running to medical. Make sure you got safe pockets for all these, of course. And then the next things you need are 20 Wasp drivers and 15 Hornet drivers. That's a lot. And it's pretty straightforward. Every map has Hornets and Wasps. I'd say probably don't do this in Stella Montis, but you know, every other map would be fine. All you gotta do is just load in and hunt Wasps and hunt Hornets, and that's it. Pretty self-explanatory, nothing too tricky. And the rewards for stage 2 are 3 Vita Sprays, 3 Arc Cloaks, whatever you want to call it, 20 Raider Tokens, and 1 Vita Shot. Moving on to stage 3, we have 10 Arc Performance Steel, 5 Shredder Gyros, 10 Leaper Units, and 5 Bastion Cells. I'm going to link 2 of these together because they actually go really well. I would go ahead and hunt Leapers for the 10 Pulse Units. The Arc Performance Cells drop with the Leapers, so I would just get them while you're getting the Leapers and just get both at the same time. That's what I did. But a lot of the things can drop these too. If you kill bastions, those drop a bunch of them as well. For leapers, I just went to Damn Battlegrounds. That's the easiest place to do it. There's tons of leaper spawns. You know, make sure you bring some wolf packs and some seeker grenades and just kind of rinse and repeat. And that'll get you your Arc Performance Steel and your Leaper Pulse units. Bastion Cells, I have a whole video on how to take out Bastions, but the best way to kill Bastions is with 2 or 3 Trailblazer grenades. Stella Montis is an easy Bastion to kill, as long as no one shoots you in the back. Those drop not only Bastion Cells, but also the Arc Performance Steel. Then the other thing you need are 5 Shredder Gyros. For the Shredder Gyros, I would load into Stella Montis and bring just like an anvil or a patina. And as long as you utilize cover and make sure you hit the rocket thrusters, and as long as you're careful, you know, like it's pretty easy. They go down pretty quick. You just got to be careful and utilize cover. And there are shredders everywhere. There are shredders all over that map, so that shouldn't be too hard. And the rewards for that stage are 1 kinetic converter, 3 anvil splitters, 30 raider tokens, and 1 shotgun silencer blueprint. All right, moving on to stage 4. This is where things get a little tricky. The last couple stages are a little more tricky. 10 arc synthetic resin. This, I'm not gonna lie, this took me a while because I had to figure out where it was at first, and I checked a few places. I checked probes, I checked couriers. I kept thinking they were gonna drop in there. I checked like bastions, I kept thinking they would drop in there. I checked shredders, kept thinking they were gonna drop there. They didn't. At least I never found one there. I think they have a chance in dropping in those places, but I never found one. Some people also suggest that you check turrets. I have not found any luck with the turrets personally. If you want to hunt turrets down, be my guest. I just personally haven't found any resin from the turrets. I think I've kind of randomly found some in wasps when I was hunting for wasp drivers. So that might be a good way to do it. For my money, personally, I had the most luck with the old Baron husks. What I did is I just loaded into damn battlegrounds with some adrenaline shots, and I just hit both of them, one after the other, and then extracted. Typically, I usually get 1 or 2 per raid. So for my money, that's the most worth it. It is a little annoying to have to run and then go and then run and then go. Look at the way I'm running. But for my money, that's the most worth it. Also, I would bring a cloak just in case, because sometimes Rocketeers like to hover around. Also, watch out for this turret. Alright, the next thing you need are 10 magnetic accelerators. I didn't have any problem with this because if you go into Stellamontis as much as I do, you start to realize that they're just all over assembly. If you loot all these little toolboxes or tool benches, I usually get out with like 3 of these per raid. Also, you can craft one if your refiner is all the way upgraded. Moving on, we got Rocketeer Drivers. You know how you get these, you gotta kill Rocketeers. What I did is I just loaded into damn battlegrounds and I went to testing annex, brought a bunch of wolf packs, and I just took my time. You know, I had a patina as well, and I just shot at the nearby Rocketeer and killed it with the wolf pack. Easy peasy. The next thing you need are 3 queen reactors. Not really much to say here, other than you gotta kill a queen, and then you gotta be the first to grab it. I would recommend you just load into damn battlegrounds when the queen is up and hope that nobody shoots you in the back, and be quick when the thing goes down. It's really all you can do. Yay. For your rewards for stage 4, you get 1 Bobcat, 5 wolf packs, 40 Raider tokens, and 1 Bobcat blueprint. So if you don't have the Bobcat blueprint, that's your chance to get it. Everybody in.
Yes, sir.
Alright, moving on to stage 5. This one's also kind of tricky. 5 Exodus modules. That one's not hard because, again, broken record here. Load into Stellamontis. They're all over assembly. I always get a bunch from assembly. I typically find them in these yellow and red tool drawers. Next up is 3 Geiger Counters. I didn't have any trouble finding this one because I found out pretty early on that if you just run to assembly in Stella, it's right here in this room. I found all 3 of them right here in this room. Different drawers, but all 3 of them. Load into Stella and run for that room and pray that you're the first one there. Alright, the next is 8 Bombardier Cells. This was the last thing I had to get, but this was kind of easier than I thought it was going to be. All I did was load into some day raids at Buried City, and I just brought a bunch of Trailblazers, threw them at it, and it blew up pretty quickly. Trailblazers definitely trivialize these Bombardiers, that's for sure, and Bastions. The last thing you need to complete the whole project is 3 Matriarch Reactors. Pretty straightforward where you get that. You have to kill a Matriarch and harvest it. I have like 3 videos on my channel about how to do that. You can go check those out. I'll leave links in the description. I would recommend you do it on Spaceport though, because it is way easier on Spaceport. Alright dude, I'm good. Let's go.
Alright, I got enough shit.
Shit.
Oh. Yep, let's not go that way then.
All the times I've tried to do it on Bluegate, I always get shot in the back. So if you're feeling it, go for it, but I do not have good luck on Bluegate when it comes to Matriarchs. And the rewards you get for stage 5 are 2 snap hooks, 1 Aphelion, 50 Raider tokens, and 1 snap hook blueprint. And when you do the whole thing, you get a pretty cool emote and a guitar and some energy ammo. You also get a Jupiter and 300,000 Raider tokens. Like I said, I was able to do this in like 2 days because I had a cold and I had nothing to do but play this game.
Oh, he's just standing still. I can just pull the trigger. All I gotta do is squeeze, and he's dead.
Go to it.
I hold your life in my hands like a tiny little bird. And he's gone. I'll never know how close to death he really was.
I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, please leave a like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Peace.
Why the do I get down? Ooh. Oh, good thing I got that perk.
Yeah? How about this? Yeah, let's boogie.